have you guys been wondering what Billy McFarland has been up to?
Not at all.
Who is that?
Not at all.
The guy who did Firefest.
Wait, the guy that was gonna suck the dick? No.
No, that's a lawyer.
Oh, that's the only one I care about.
True. But
I was
McFarland,
going to suck some cock.
he is currently serving 6 years
Good.
in federal prison
Good
Firefest?
for Firefest for fraud. A whole
Steep.
bunch of fraud.
It's a lot of
Deep
years.
sentence.
A lot of years.
Really?
I think, look, they get the Lori Loughlin girl who got like, what, a month?
Oh, yeah.
A month.
This guy's getting 6 years?
Well, she probably had the.
This guy's trying to throw a party. It's had a good time.
Big party on an island.
She was trying
Well,
to buy an education.
He
I don't know.
also
But he stole money.
yeah, he stole money. He lied to investors.
Pay it back.
He actually owes 26 mil in restitution.
How can you pay that back?
26
No, that's more than I thought.
mil.
You can't pay that back while you're in jail.
Wow.
Well, that's the reason why he's in the news now, because in an attempt to pay off this restitution, he decided to start a podcast.
Oh, fuck.
In prison.
Oh, wow.
How do you do that?
Yeah, so he recorded an entire podcast via 15-minute phone conversations with Jordan Harbinger. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
He's a very prominent podcaster.
Harbinger?
Harbinger? Did I say it right?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But what about this
sorry.
person?
Did I say Harbinger?
Can we cut that? We'll cut that.
Harbinger.
Okay, wait.
Harbinger?
No, you're right. You're right. Cut mine out.
Guys, we're recording a podcast here.
No, cut mine.
No, yours is correct. Cut mine. Anyway.
Fuck, I wasn't paying attention and I came in and I'm fucking lost.
Harbinger.
Yo, that's my shtick, Gio.
True.
Don't take that
That's
from
true.
me.
No, but you do. You're not paying attention, but you pay attention. That's your thing.
Oh, I guess.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. What are we talking about?
We're just taking too damn long to get to the story.
Well, I've been telling you the story.
I'm
Prison
listening.
podcast. I find that very
Prison
fascinating.
podcast. So he's calling it dumpster fire, like the F.
That's pretty
Oh
cool.
god, okay.
That's pretty cool.
He's sticking to his guns with
I
the
like
whole
it.
branding thing.
I like
And you
it.
can get guests by talking into the toilet.
It's like telephone, like the.
Yeah, how is he gonna get guests? They have to commit a crime to get into the fucking.
Well, they have to come to that phone thing on the glass. And my next guest is.
Well, at least they're practicing like COVID rules.
That's right,
you know?
social
It's
distance.
True, with the plexiglass. Yeah, well, all right, I'm gonna play the trailer to his podcast. Okay.
This is excellent promotion.
This is crazy. How is he getting all this
Is the logo
done?
an orange fucking thing?
That's insane. Oh my god.
They got drone shots and shit.
Wow.
That's him on the phone.
Otherwise known as Billy McFarland, the founder of Fyre Festival.
This guy's nonstop.
I'm currently serving my 29th month in federal prison
That's dramatic. I like it.
in Ohio. This is my story.
That was really good.
He knows how to hype.
That makes me want to watch it.
What's your fucking excuse at home? You're not doing your things.
This guy's in
fucking
prison
jail.
producing a documentary.
Did you guys see the photos of him in prison?
Him and his friends.
The yard.
I mean, he's probably having a good time.
He's tall.
That's a photo from the early 90s.
Well, they're actually produced with the disposable cameras.
Wow.
Inmates are allowed to have
Take pictures?
disposable cameras, and then they just get screened before they get sent out. So you could take photos.
Do they all smell like butthole a little bit?
Probably.
How do they get them in there?
I know, right?
Well,
buy it
the
at the
prison
shop?
gives it to them, or maybe they buy them. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it's provided by the prison.
I heard that prison isn't bad when you have money because you just pay all the different gangs to not fuck with you. Like if you pay all their leaders and stuff, it's kind of like, eh. And then you can also like pay for like servants and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Heard from a former drug cartel guy on a podcast. He was like, prison's not bad if you're rich. He's like, and you're connected. And he goes, yeah. He's like, you just have a lot of money. He's like, no one's gonna mess with you.
Yeah, if you're organized
No,
like that.
because someone like me who's not fucking street smart, I would have the fucking most horrible time
But
ever.
you're not rich and organized, or connected.
So do you think that if he was on Family or Full House, he probably wouldn't have got such a bad sentence?
Yeah, he wasn't a likable figure on TV before.
She was like a member of my family.
Aunt Becky.
Are you talking about because of the university fraud?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit?
the Lori Loughlin thing he brought up.
Oh yeah, she had actual jail time.
I never liked her on Full House.
She's the aunt you wanted to have sex with.
You didn't want to fuck her that hard?
No, I like the what was her man's name?
Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse?
John Stamos.
John Stamos.
He's the one that survived where everyone knows his name. Stamos. You know
Well,
what I
who
mean?
was the other guy?
Well, the main guy.
funny one.
Alanis
Saget.
Morissette guy. Oh,
Joey
No,
Gladstone.
Joey Gladstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the main guy.
But I
Danny
don't.
Tanner.
But what's his
Yeah, what's his real name?
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Dave Coulier's his name.
He's not Bob Saget?
No, Bob Saget's Danny Tanner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Dave Coulier?
What the fuck? We're doing it again.
Yeah. Cut it out. He's the guy who did the spin-off American
I'm sorry, where are we?
We're right here. with
Fire Festival guys doing a
Billy
podcast.
McFarland. This is where we're at. So, because of this announcement of his prison podcast, he actually got solitary confinement. 23-hour-a-day solitary confinement for this release of his podcast.
How does he put out a sizzle for his podcast without the prison knowing?
That's exactly what Billy's lawyer is arguing here, because it's like they fully knew what the fuck was happening. They knew the production of this podcast. It's fucked up that he's in solitary confinement right now, and he could be held up there for up to 90 days or more.
So they were like, oh shit, we look bad. Why did we do this? We thought it would be cool. And then it like...
He's just getting more content in there now.
So
He's got a recorder in there. And he's
The-
banking episodes.
It's just all dark.
Now he has 23 hours of just talking.
that the prison that he's at is declining to comment. So we don't know what the prison's reason is, but we just found out because of the lawyer. He's telling media that he's in solitary confinement right now. And this is actually the second time he has solitary confinement.
Damn.
First time he had it for 3 months because the prison discovered that he was in possession of a USB drive. And during that first solitary confinement stint is when he came up with the idea of doing this podcast.
How do you even pay back 26 million?
Right?
What if you're the guy that has to smuggle the Shure SM7B mic into the prison? Up your ass?
Damn.
Big fucking mic.
He needs good sound quality.
I know, right?
They got
Because
it.
he does high production shit. He's not gonna settle for like a
He's not going to use a Yeti,
No.
you know?
No, he's doing it through the phone. It sounds more like raw.
The way that fucking TikTokers do it right now with the fucking Apple headphones.
The Janet Jackson performance one.
Or the tiny little mics. The USB.
How is the show? Do we like the show? Is it good?
I was listening to it last night, and the first 20 minutes, it was just repeating the same shit.
How many episodes are out?
As of now, 2 episodes.
What's he talking about? He's like, yeah, I did Firefest.
Yeah, so
Broke my balls.
Because I only heard 20 minutes of it. It's a whole hour. And in that first 20 minutes, he was just fully being like, yes, I fucked up. There's no excuse. I'm paying for my crimes, and I hurt a lot of people. I deceived a lot of people. I just thought that I could get myself out of the hole, and I just kept digging in deeper. And then yeah, so then Jordan, the podcast dude, he ends up asking him like, why did you continue this festival if you already knew that it was gonna be a complete disaster? And he was like, well, I've been throwing events since in the past. He had these other startup companies where he would throw like exclusive New York parties, and so he was
Like I did one called the 9/11 attacks.
Really?
It was,
Oh. I'm like, he's really stupid.
it was gonna be a good party, I thought.
Damn. No, but yeah, so he was saying like by throwing those events, he's already gotten desensitized to all these problems.
Because it's
coming
such a
his
small
way.
scale.
Because yeah, and then but he's just like every time a problem would come forward, I would solve it, but then like three more would sprout or whatever it is.
It's a big fucking operation.
Yeah,
It's
so
not like a networking event.
exactly. So he just thought he could manage it and he can handle it. And he thought he was the shit. He admits he had like a huge ego about it, and now he's just 100% of the proceeds of this podcast is gonna be going to that 26 mil that I mentioned earlier, and that's what he continuously mentioned in the podcast, because Jordan is like, why should we trust you? Why should we listen? Why do we give a fuck what you're saying? And he's just like, listen, I'm just trying to be 100% transparent. What happened throughout this entire event, I want to just throw it all out there. Every obstacle I faced, I want the world to know what happened, and I want them to learn from my bad mistakes.
And also, you're my co-host, Jordan. Like, take it easy.
Whoa, Jordan, coming in hot, bro.
No, he actually tells him, like, I want you to, like, go in on me. Like, fucking just ask me whatever you need to ask me. Like, he seems pretty open to, like...
What companies are you doing his ad reads on?
I know.
Right? He's at Audible.com.
It's probably a cup of noodles.
Oh, that
You know,
could
that's
be.
a pretty high...
Maruchan.
Maruchan.
Cigarettes?
Yeah,
Haichu.
cigarettes. marble lights and red.
But yeah, and then the guests that you guys were talking about, it's gonna be people from his team or people that
They're locked up with him?
That were affected by his lies, like people like he frauded or whatever.
Oh, he's got a lot of those, so he could really get some years out of this thing.
He fucked so many people over.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
Well, good for him, huh?
Yeah. I guess.
What a
Way to
hustler.
make lemonade, you know?
I wonder what he's gonna come up with now out of the second solitary confinement.
We got mini Fyre Fest one time, and it was crazy how this kid pulled it off. He never threw an event before, but he somehow got us, Tim, Dumbfounded, a bunch of other musicians and YouTubers at the time.
Eric too.
Eric Super Ego?
Yeah.
Yeah. And somehow he got us to come in without any pay. He booked a venue at a high school. He didn't have, he was basically just banking on the audience to come in and pay the acts. But since we found out that other people were gonna do it too, we were just like, oh, you're going to that event? Okay, well, I guess I gotta go. And then we're like, this seems kind of weird, but they weren't gonna pay us a booking fee or whatever until after. We're like, fuck it, let's just do it. They're doing it. It seems pretty legit.
And these other people also didn't get paid up front?
No one got paid because somehow everyone was like, oh wait, you're doing the thing? Okay, we'll do it too, right? So it was like a Fyre Fest situation. And
we always like seeing each other at events, so we're like, yeah, let's just do it. We'll be there.
yeah, when we get there, it's just, he didn't even research the weather, or he just didn't plan anything.
Damn.
All right.
It was raining. Yeah.
Outdoors?
It was outdoors at a shit little corner area. He didn't promote it. I mean, no one showed up because he just assumed that because we're coming, millions of people will show up and pay. He didn't have anything ready, and he was just some high school kid. And I was like mind blown. I was like,
That's how VidCon started.
Yeah, dude.
That's how all these things started. There was one of these that happened as like a YouTuber. Festivals attract like the biggest con men, right? They try and like put it together and like, cause they get the money up front.
It's one and done.
It's over in a weekend, and then they're gone, and then they set up another one. There was one of these in Australia that they were doing for YouTubers,
I remember that.
and I remember being like, I like don't know. This guy doesn't seem like he has any experience, and I didn't participate in it, but like I know people that did. The whole thing like was a complete mess. It was like TanaCon or what?
Yeah.
It was just one of these complete just money grabs.
Yeah.
And Ja Rule walks free to this day.
Yeah.
So.
No shit.
And he's doing Mexican restaurant commercials.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
No, it wasn't Mexican. It was a different. It's okay.
It was like Indian food or something.
Mediterranean.
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 Oh, I thought it was tacos.
But he was like, I fucking love this food.
That's enough to get me to go.
Honestly, yeah. Oh my god.